Hudson is faulty material, but rude. Okay, so we have 50 milliliters of water. You guys remember milliliters? Is milliliters bigger than meters? What? Nope. Okay. All right. So, what do you think we're going to do with the water first? Sky, are you okay? Yes. Shh. Do it. What? Oh. Thank you. Yeah, you can absolutely breathe. I was joking. Okay. All right, so we are going to put this syringe of water into one of the cups, and then we are going to see how much the water, or what the water does, okay? Who wants to come in and put the syringe of water in? Let's see. Oh, I have so many good volunteers. Who has not really, let's see. Would you like to go ahead and go, Pax?
So we could just put it in one of the cups?
Just one of the cups. So was it equal anymore, everyone? No. Don't tell that. Okay. All right. We don't want to ruin our experiment. And that is why in science, a lot of times they will have a whole entire section of your science experiment saying, what flaws are there in your experiment that could potentially make the outcome be different? So you have your controlled and uncontrolled factors, right? So I have these right here, and these are called little grams. You guys remember your grams?
Yeah.
Yes, we remember our grams? No. Okay. I'm going to have somebody come up here and put my grams in. So actually, before we do that, we are going to, we're going to put our gram pieces in first. I just want to make sure I'm following the procedures. All right, Avery, come on. Or no, Avery, you've already gone. Excuse me. Gunnar, come on up. I'm going to ask you to put the grams in. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well. So. So is our mass of the water more than 50 milliliters of, or are the grams more than 50? Because this is 50 grams. It's 5, 10, 50. Oh, this is 25. I meant to do 50. You're like, goodness, Miss Hood. Okay. Who wants to come up and put up my 50 milligrams? Let's see. Yeah, you want your friends to come up here? Let's see. Anaya, why don't you come up? Actually, Wyatt, why don't you come up? Psych. All right, first of all, we need to figure out, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and then we need 50. So we need 10 more right here. Okay. All right, wait. We have to watch it stop swinging. Once it stops swinging. Oscar, can you sit on your bottom, please? All right. Shh. Everybody go sit down, please. We are going to look at our thing. So the mass of 50 milliliters of water is how much, everyone? So what are we going to write? All right. Perfect. Now, number 2. We skipped number 1 first. I went out of order. Keep it on your toes. Do what? Okay. You want to guess number 1? Okay. Hudson, what do you think number 1 is going to be? Shh, wait. We're going to see if Hudson's going to be right for number 1.
I think it's
69 grams. Okay. Raise your hand if you agree with Hudson. Wow. I'm very pro Hudson. Okay. Remember, shh. I'm only doing 5 milliliters of salt, so only this much. So we're going to see how much it's going to be. So first of all, what is the first thing I do whenever I'm done with something? Well, we, of course, clean it. So we already have our water. We got to save it for later because we got to do a salt solution. So let's go ahead and measure the salt, and then we'll do our solution. All right, so let's measure our salt. We got to zero out our scale again. I know, it's a whole process. Shh. I went ahead and put the salt in, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the cup right here. All righty. Let's see. Do you guys raise your hand if you think it's going to be 10 grams for salt? Just salt, not salt solution. For number 3, raise your hand if you think it's 15. Once you vote, you put your hand down. Raise your hand if you think it's 20. Okay, 25. 5. Okay, all right. Why do you think that? Let's see. Anaya, please explain.
This doesn't look like a lot of salt. Salt is relatively light, so I don't think that all of the other answers.
All right, we are going to see. Anaya, why don't you come on down? It's your time to shine, Anaya. We're going to start with our smallest, which is 5. Actually, our smallest is right here. We'll do 1 gram just to see if we can even make it to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me level it.
Yep.
It is exactly 5. So what should we write down for mass of salt, everyone? 5 grams. All right, what do you guys think the salt solution is going to be? What do you think I'm going to do? Elliot? I mean, like, what do you think the salt solution is? Salt and water. Okay. I'm going to take these 2. Let me zero out. Who wants to come in and zero out my scale? Joy, why don't you come on up and zero it out? Don't worry, back row. I'll get to you next. You just take them out and put them right there. Very good. Thank you. All right. Maddox, come on down. Would you like to pour the water into the salt solution? Or it's not a solution. Yeah, it's the salt material. We're about to make it a solution. Go ahead. Very good. And I forgot my stir, which is okay. So I'm just going to stir it. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. All right. No, I don't want to mess up the experiment. Okay, so we have our salt solution. Everybody look at it. Can everybody see it? Cloudy. Did we discover that you can separate mixtures? Yes. And what is this called? Do you guys remember that vocab term? Yes, very good, Miriam. All right, Miriam, would you like to come up here since you volunteered the information and put this on the scale right here? I'm going to put this up here, okay? Try to make sure it's not going to fall. Now, raise your hand if you think it's 5 grams, everyone. That means you think it's the same amount as salt. So we're going to start as that as our baseline. Raise your hand if you think it's 5. Raise your hand if you think it's 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. All right, and stop. All right, Miriam, why don't you go ahead and put in our 5 grams just to show if it equals 5. All right? Yep. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and these are 10. So 40, 50. Okay. Wait, hold it. Is it even, everyone?
No.
So do you think it's going to be more? Okay. Raise your hand if you think it's more. All right. So, Miriam, why don't you go ahead and do the honor and put all 5 of these in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 55. So, Hudson, thank you for your hypothesis. I'm still going to give you a piece of candy because you were brave enough to ask for that. So you can go to my basket over there and get something. All right. Thank you, Miriam. You can go sit down. All right. So what do we determine? What do we find out, you guys? Bailey, what did you figure out? 55 grams. And the mass of water was what? 50. And it's all. And our question today was what? So, is it combined? Well, where did the material go? Did you see it? It dissolves. So I can say, you guys said that you think salt dissolved in water, right? Very good. All right, so go ahead and answer your focus question since we just did the experiment. That should be a fairly easy answer. How many sentences for a focus question, everyone?
57.
Thank you. Yes, Elliot? The result? Yes. And you could talk about your experience. I know I have to write an artifact for the class where I talk about my experience in the classroom. So I talk about, in the classroom, I noticed and I observed. These are good things to talk about in your focus question.